Okay, I think we're live. Are we live? Hello, hello. All right. Trying a new setup so you can actually see me. You can see me? I saw somebody else's live, and he has like a mirror, and I have this mirror in my studio, so I thought I set it up so you can actually see me there and also what I'm working on. Although that mirror is a little bit tiny. Let's see. Oops, hold on. All right, let's do a quick ink wash again, because I just like this. And we have only 2 pages left. And then I'm gonna start a new sketchbook. So I think I'm gonna do 2 sketches today and finish out this sketchbook. Why not? So let's prep our ink. Oh, I forgot I have to see myself there. I'm gonna do my ink mixture. If you want to try this, you just need a palette, any palette or a bowl. Oh, there's a glitter in there. Just add water, and then you also need a bottle of ink. So let's add some ink. I'm going to make a light solution here. Let's dilute it and make it super light. Okay. Today I am going to do an elephant. I don't think I sketch or paint an elephant in a while. I've done it before in my sketchbook, fountain pen. Maybe it was a ballpoint pen actually. It turns out really, really nice. Let's see. We have a lot of elephants in Thailand. That's where I'm from. So I have been on an elephant before. I know some people say that it's cruel. But I think a lot of people are trying to protect elephants and not allow for the tourists to ride. I don't know if they're still doing that. I'm sure they still have those places in Thailand where you can go and ride. Maybe I'm gonna put on my glasses. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. This is not as diluted as I normally like for especially starting out, because maybe I'll just dilute it a little bit more just in case I make a mistake here. I could still go in. So like this is better, it's lighter. I like it a little bit lighter gray just in case I need to fix my drawing, my proportion or anything like that. So I can still correct it with darker ink. Okay, make sure I got this area correct. Something like that. And the tusk on this side is coming out like this. A little bit of a straight on. And then we only see, well, let me check over here. So you can see a little bit of the eye on this side, over here, somewhere there. And then the eye on this side is somewhere here, like I said before. The placement of the eyes are very important. Something like that. So if you want to try this, I think people use Sumi ink. You can use Sumi ink. You can use fountain pen ink. I just use fountain pen ink, carbon. This one is, I think, waterproof ink. And you just dilute it with water and use whatever paintbrush, probably watercolor brushes. Okay, so the ear. I'm just trying to outline to see where the eyes or the proportion of the elephant right now, and then I'm gonna work on the values, and then we're going in with the details of the elephant at the end, and or you can just leave it really loose as well. I do go in with the lines a little bit here because it helps me see or measure out where everything's gonna be. Okay, I think that the okay, let's see here. Okay, this this leg is a little bit too far to the left. I just realized that I have this wrong. Let's see if we can correct this real quick. I just have to come in a little bit more. Yeah. That's why I like to go in with lighter ink wash, because you can kind of still fix it. Because I don't sketch. You can also use your pencil and outline whatever you want to sketch first, just to make sure you have the proportion right. But I kind of just like to jump in. Just reading some message. Okay. All right, now we're going to go in with, let's see, maybe the values a little bit here. You can also layer this, and then it will get darker as you go in with the second, third, fourth layer. So make sure you leave the lightest part, the highlights, so you don't create a flat painting. So make sure you leave the white area white. Oops. Okay, so this area is gonna be dark because it's, oops, let's see. The elephant is walking. So Make sure I have the movement. There's a lot of lines on the elephant. Okay, it's dripping. Okay. Coloring in now, mid-tone of the elephant, and then I can go in with, after this, like the darkest part. All right. Can use fountain pen for the eyes. Let me move my ink bottle. I don't spill it. Okay, let's do this. Using paintbrushes with water and ink, you can just fill in your sketches really quickly, and then you can go in like I'm doing right now with your fine line details. So the eyes area, both eyes, I need to make sure that I have these areas details correct. Also the darkest area, I need to fill it in, making sure that I got the values correctly. Ink bleeds into the tusk area a little bit too much. Can create texture of the skin. I think a lot of artists like to start with fountain pen sketch and then they do the color water brush over the ink, and that's how they do their ink wash paintings. A lot of times they start with line drawings. I do the opposite. I'm not sure if anybody else starts the way I do because I'm a painter, so it's similar to oil painting, starting with like larger brush strokes. Use large brush and then you go in with smaller and smaller detail. So this is kind of like a similar technique, I feel. Well, that's how I like to do it anyways. Hello, Chris. Hi. What's up? I know if any of you guys like to sketch and draw and you haven't really used fountain pens or ink, I recommend, highly recommend trying. Get yourself some fountain pens, some ink, and play around with it. It's so fun. Love it so much. I think this ear comes down here. Okay, let's do this eye on this side. You don't see it much because the head is turning. Whoops. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Indonesia. Hi. There's elephants in Indonesia, right? Or not? I'm not sure. There's a lot of little lines here that I can create with the fountain pen. Okay, we're not gonna spend too long here. Let's just, I'm gonna go in with ink to the darkest area of the elephant. Oops. Okay, it's gonna be undiluted ink. Make sure we have the high contrast going here. Almost done here. Whoops, a little bit too much. It's all right. Trying to make sure I got the darkest area, the value correct. To make the elephant looking 3D pop out of the page a little bit. We need the high contrast. The ear. I kind of like the how it looks over here. Let's zoom in. I'll make sure I leave the highlights and then the darkest area as dark as possible so that the face kind of jump out a little bit. Pushing this area back. And then I can go in to detail the texture of the elephant a little bit more. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay. There's a lot of lines on here, but I don't think I'm gonna do all of this, just maybe suggesting the texture. I don't want to overdo it with all the lines here. That'll be too much. Just kind of feeling it out. I am not looking at all the details of how the lines hitting each other because that just requires a lot of focus and time. And this is just like a quick fun sketch. There's no need to be so detailed about it. It's not like we're copying and make it look just like the photograph. We're wanting to just feel the image and just kind of play. Just kind of feeling it out, just seeing how the texture looks and just letting my hand go. Okay. It's supposed to be really, really light wash in the back because you can barely see here the back foot, I guess. It's kind of in there somewhere. There. Quick ink sketch of an elephant today. And I think this is done for me. It's good enough. Guess the elephant could be skinnier. I forgot the eyes, so maybe I will highlight. I've lost the highlight in here, so oops. Is this working, this gel pen? Sometimes it doesn't work. There. It's not really hopping. Let's see, something else. Oscar pen. Oops, that's a lot. That's probably too much. Yeah, a little bit too much, but it's okay. And sometimes you can go in and correct and add in the highlights and create textures and lines like this. I don't really do this much. I don't like to use the white and paint it in, but this is kind of fun, so I'm gonna just keep going. Getting a little crazy here. Just feel like it. Just feel like it. I never ever do this, but just having fun right now. yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll make another one next, I think, in the next video. I'll see you next time. Bye.